Welcome to Japan. Here we are, we're in Osaka. We got here yesterday, we got here last night, probably around 5 o'clock by the time we got to the hotel. Went out, did a quick explore, just a local area, and it's a pretty cool local area, might I just say. Last minute hotel booking and it turned out pretty good. So this is our tiny room. It's very small, but it's cheap and that's what we want. So come with us as we go and explore Osaka.
Konnichiwa.
We're off to Ōsaka Castle today. So just walking down to the subway to jump on the train and off we go.
So excited.
So excited.
First day, day one, baby.
And just so you know, it's about 32 degrees and humid as. So we're gonna like sweat like no tomorrow.
So nice though.
Yeah, it's better to be here.
Out of the cold.
Yeah, exactly. Out of the cold of Melbourne. I hope you guys can hear how loud these cicadas are. It's almost deafening. We're here at the top of the Ōsaka Museum, Ōsaka Museum, Ōsaka Castle Museum. It's a really hot day, so that's why I can't get my words out. It's about 34, 35 degrees today, so really, really hot. But really amazing place to come and visit. It's very busy, so bring your patience and bring your tolerance. Be ready to move slow and be around some crowds. But for $6 for a museum entry, which is pretty low, worldwide standards from the entry perspective, it's pretty good. What do you think of it, Zals?
Yeah, really cool. So there's 7 flights of stairs. So bring your walking shoes, definitely. And they've got an elevator as well, if that helps you. Lots of cool artifacts that they've got here. Things like guns and swords that was used for the fighting. The castle is surrounded by 2 moats, really cool, and there's some great paintings and screening doors that they show here as well. But yeah, great place.
Super easy to get to, so there's a subway station just on the corner of the park. You jump off there and it's about a 10-minute walk up to the castle. You pay your admission fee and in you get. Pretty good, and it's surrounded by huge parklands, which you would have seen on the views that I showed before this.
Yeah.
Really cool place to come and visit here in Osaka.
And we recommend coming early because there's a lot of people, and we got here about 20 minutes after it opened, so it was already packed.
Yeah,
so,
already packed.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
That's it. That's it. Cool. All right. Until later. This is why you get here early, guys. Look at that line. You do not want to be waiting for 30 minutes, 45 minutes in the 33 degree weather in summer. That's for sure. So get here 9 a.m. and you'll get straight in. It will get busy once you get here, but seriously, it's better than waiting in this line with this current temperature. It is burning outside. So we thought we'd do a little, why are we here and what are we doing? We decided that Japan was going to be the first stop on our travels. We wanted to come to a country that we'd both never been to before, so Japan was the first stop. We kind of went, yeah, let's go and do that. And we're here for 90 days. We've got 3 months in the country. And this is where we kind of really start our slow travel. Traveling locally, traveling slowly, trying to do it on a budget. So our daily budget here is $166
Australian.
And that's got to do accommodation, food, getting around, and activities. Based on what we've seen so far, I think we can do it. I don't think it's going to be too much of a stretch. There might be some days where the hotel will be a little bit more expensive, but we eat at 7-Eleven that day.
Yeah, convenience store eats is about $8. You can pick up a couple of things such as sort of vegetable packets, cheesecakes. Yesterday we had a double cream puff, which was amazing. But yeah, easily doable. Lots of choices, sandwiches, poke bowls, onigiris, ramen bowls. Yeah, heaps of different stuff. So you guys probably already know, but
that's it. I mean, there's countless videos on YouTube about, oh my God, I got this at the convenience store. And I mean, we'll do the same thing because it's fun. but there's so much information out there about Japan. But what we're really hoping to do is to get off the beaten track and get out of the main city. So obviously starting in Osaka, we're here for a few days, and then we are doing what I'm going to call a positioning trip to get us to the spot where we're actually going to start the trip as such. So I won't talk about what that is yet because we'll do a video around it, but basically it's a point that we'll start at where we can see the whole country after it. So yeah, we're pretty excited for our time in Japan.
And I just want to call out to the Japanese people. They've been so friendly, so lovely. So we're going to try and learn and pick up some phrases while we're here as well, try and pick up the local language. Obviously that's part of what we're wanting to do in terms of immersion and getting into the culture. So definitely going to try and learn some new words. So Omi, I've already forgotten. I know konnichiwa, arigato, sayonara, kaidesu. But we'll pick up some words along the way. Nothing too intense, but great people. And already it's only been 24 hours less than, and we're already loving it. So excited.
Yeah. All right, well, on that note, we are going to go back to the convenience store and get some lunch.
Bye.
Next up, we've got the Cup Noodles Museum. Just outside of Osaka. It's a nice little afternoon trip. And there you can see the instant ramen tunnel. So 1958 was when the first instant ramen noodles came out. And that was by the company Nissin. And these are the guys that run this museum. So as you can see there, there's a vast array of all of the noodles that have come out since then. Now, entry is free if you want to come into the museum and just check out the display there. There's a few little interactive activities on the other side. Or if you want to splurge and spend 500 yen, you get your own little cup. As you can see, we went and splurged and spent 500 yen, and we get to design the cup just the way we want. So you color it in, you make your designs, you make sure you put the use by date on there, and then you take it up to the counter, and the staff up there create the whole cup noodle for you. So your own flavors, everything. Now, we're going to go through that whole process here, and you're going to get to see it. But this museum is in Ikeda, which is about 30 minutes outside of Osaka. So you want to go to the Osaka Umeda train station and jump on the Hankyu line. So that will take you directly to the train station, and then it's about a 5-minute walk from the train station to the museum. So it is definitely very easy to get to, very cheap for an afternoon. There's a few shops and things like that around the station as well if you're looking for lunch or anything like that. So we've got our noodles in the cups, and they're just sitting there, and you know, they're very clean, cleaning up the little desk there to make sure it's all clean for the next person that comes through. Then we get to choose our flavors. Now there's heaps of flavors to choose from, and all the kind of different combinations that you can think of. I went with the basic flavor because that's safe, and I'm not going to take it home and go, oh, I don't like it. And then I went, oh, what do I want in it? So I got some corn to start with because that's easy. Then I got some beef. Now this beef, once you put the water in and it's all rehydrated, is So amazing, so tasty, so flavorful, really, really good. Then I added some spring onions and some weird little chicken things. They didn't have any flavor to them, but they look cute, so I put them in there. And that was it. That's your flavors done. Zaldi went in and he got the spicy tomato one, popped it in there. Then he got prawn, he got corn as well, the beef the same as me, and some spring onions as well. So once the flavors are put in there, and again, they tout this as the only cup noodle like this in the world. And it is, right? Because no other cup noodle is going to have your design on the outside of it. Well, I certainly hope it looked like a 3-year-old drew mine. And then it's got your own flavors on the inside. And again, the staff show you all the steps. They show you inside. They show you everything they're doing so you can keep track of your noodles and how they're going. One of the last steps is to obviously hot press the lid on. And as you can see, ours are getting hot pressed right now. Look at that. Closed in all the yummy flavors that we've got in there. And then it goes in the shrink wrap. So look, this day that we went had lots of school kids there because it is a school holidays in Japan at the moment. So it was pretty busy and pretty hectic. It was probably about half an hour in line waiting to actually get this done. But it was, it was a bit of fun. And I mean, we don't have any time constraints here in Japan because all we're doing is traveling around and doing stuff. We've got no time frames we need to be anywhere. So we thought we may as well. Here you go. You can see it coming out of the shrink ray machine. I don't know if that's actually called the shrink ray machine, but that's what I decided it was called. And there you go. The finished product. Our very own individual cup noodles, Kyle and Zaldi style. So cool. It was actually a really fun experience. A little bit dorky, but whatever. We got to do it. Not everyone can say they have made their own instant ramen noodles. Then you take it over to the final station, which is where you put the noodles into a bag and you pump up the bag with air to keep it safe on your journey back to Osaka. So all in all, pretty good, fun afternoon out. Nice and close to the city, super easy to get to, highly recommend. After this, we jumped back on the train, like I said, and went back into the city. We finished off the day in Dotonbori. We walked around, we saw the sights, we took the photos and the video and everything that you're about to see. And then we grabbed some dinner, grabbed some dessert, and made our way back to the hotel. But all in all, a pretty good first day in Osaka. There you go, you got to see it. We saw the Glyco Man, which everyone comes to Dotonbori to see. And then we chilled out for the rest of the evening. So Osaka, so far, so good. Thumbs up. Thanks very much. I'll see you in the next video.